Hello everyone, and welcome to the incredible 25 quarter of a century episode of Pokemon A to Z on the Mancini the Amazing channel. I'm your host, Mancini the Amazing, and with me is an incredible co-host of the most supreme quality that I would have to have gotten for such an incredible benchmark. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Tux. How's it going, everyone?
Well, everyone comment down below how you're going, and Tux is back from the Blue Sky Mornings, I think, episode, where we talked about the Sky Division Pokemon, and this time we are getting into your debut in the Pokemon A to Z series. We are discussing the incredible,
excited,
top meta threats after following last episode of Beartic and regular Typhlosion. I forgot how goofy its 3D portrait looks.
I have my settings as use the black and white sprites instead of the models, and it looks so much better.
You've got the small one up there that looks quite cool, and then you've got the what is it?
God, they really did him dirty, taking away his fire.
He has it in the attack animations. It's something. It's something. So, do you want to take us through Beta? Go through Typhlosion.
I'll go through Typhlosion because I do have regular Typhlosion in one of my draft leagues.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. What you can do, you can either put a focus sash on this thing because it'll die to a lot of things, or you can give it a scarf because that way it'll actually outspeed things and get fast eruptions off.
Yep.
Or that is pretty much all this mon is good for, fast eruptions. At least in my eyes. I'm sure there's other ways you can make it
I like
semi-useful.
The spec set a decent bit if you're pairing it with Tailwind, and then Scarf if you're pairing it with Sun, is generally how I tend to think about it.
Yes.
Mostly because 109 special attack is slightly worse than the other Typhlosion at doing that spread damage with the 10 less special attack. Obviously neither of them are particularly amazing at getting Okos without support. With the Scarf, whereas with Specs, especially if you slap a Terra Fire onto that, it's pretty reliable. No Calm Mind on this set, so definitely a change. Now, I think if you're a real Maverick, you're like, Eruption's strong enough, I don't need to boost my special attack. Let's just actually take advantage of the fact this Pokemon has good coverage on the physical side, why do they give it only physical moves? Like, they didn't used to, right? Because Thunder Punch used to be a special move. That said, Shadow Ball also used to be a physical move, so who knows? But yes, definitely.
Yeah, it would greatly appreciate having something in the way of special coverage.
It's got Focus Blast. Who doesn't love a Focus Blast? And Extrasensory.
True,
Not even
hit
Psychic.
Those these steel types that are walling your eruptions. True, actually.
Focus Blast sees 14% usage on Typhlosion on ladder. That's not a high amount. Oh gosh, people are running some fun stuff on this. Yeah, and the other thing is you can obviously run Charcoal instead of Specs if you expect to get an Eruption off and then take an attack, so that you want to then switch to a move that is an Eruption. But yes, this one has less utility than the other option. Than the other one. So a lot of the other utility that it has is shared, so Howl and Leer can be reasonable support moves in some compositions. Wouldn't necessarily recommend Smokescreen. Yeah, that's really about it. Gets Fire Spin. Fire Spin's broken. Still has Wisp, the same as the other one. But, Helping Hand, same as the other one. Because I think Quilava has most of those moves, and they both evolve from Quilava. Beartic, on the other hand, it has 3 abilities. Slush Rush and Swift Swim are both abilities that you have. I would say if you're running it on a weatless team, you probably want to run Swift Swim because there's more rain, like more Pelipper than Abomasnow, and more like Rain Dance Taunt than anyone running Manual Snowscape outside of like Chilly Reception on teams which already have Abomasnow. So that's probably what I would tend towards otherwise. Now, the Beartic is an okay Pokemon in a lot of ways. Its stats are definitely a bit flawed, but that 130 attack is pretty reasonable, and 95 80 is not terrible bulk. And with that 50 speed, you will outspeed Pelipper in rain. I'm not promising any other Pokemon. Doesn't even have Shockwave.
If you max speed it, you can outspeed some Urshifus.
That's true. That's true. Probably is worth
if they're
looking
not
at
scarfed.
Investing for a Shifu. Though Rain does sometimes run the Scarf set.
Yeah, you could get Tailwind non-scarf.
When you say max,
Rain
if you max
scarf.
speed it, you mean if you invest 36 speed. So that's probably reasonable.
No, like I'm thinking in Rain Dance, if you have Swift Swim, it'll.
Yeah, this outspeeds Adamant Urshifu
Yeah.
in Rain.
Yeah.
Broken. Now, do you do anything to Urshifu? I don't think you do. It also doesn't want Ice Shard. I'm pretty
what
sure.
What can you do? You can, if it's dark Urshifu, you can close combat it.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
One's cross
You have
on.
Play Rough.
It's Play Rough? Okay.
It does.
I think the set is probably like like this, or like Terra Fairy. Does that make sense? I really wish I had Ice Shot.
I'm liking that, yeah.
Really wish I had Ice Shot.
What kind of physical water does it have to take advantage of? Any Swift, any Rain Dance?
Well, if we are running Rain, then obviously it's better. We could swap out Superpower for Liquidation. I think it does not Aqua Jet.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. But is Aqua Jet a good move? Maybe that's a separate question.
It's a pretty good move.
On a non-stab Pokemon?
Yeah, maybe not.
I think Liquidation would probably be a more reasonable move.
Yep.
In Rain, this actually lets us hit Goldengo at all, which is probably good. But, you know, in Rain, we'll be able to pop a Goldengo. We could run for a Jolly Urshifu, so we would need to hit 82, which is still not a crazy amount of speed. So this is faster than Jolly Urshifu in Rain. Base 100s. It's like Zapdos, probably worth running speed to outspeed base 100s, so that is
Yep.
84.
Yeah. My main thing of base 100s is Chi-Yu.
Yeah, Chi-Yu is probably a good Pokemon for Beartic to outspeed. It doesn't otherwise have the best matchup into it. We're sort of Liquidation for it. So I'm thinking probably just something like this. Terra Water. No Weather Ball in this format. It's very tragic. So regardless of which item we run, because I think how much speed control we have will determine whether we want to run Specs or Scarf. What are the moves that you tend to run on Typhlosion?
Well, it's different in draft because you know what, like, trying to go against. But usually I run just Eruption. If I'm going Scarf or if I'm going Specs, I go Eruption, Heat Wave, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball.
Eruption, Heat Wave, Flamethrower, and Shadow Ball. You're not a Fire Blastist. And do you tend to go to Flash or Blaze?
I mostly go Blaze.
Alright.
Which it's if I go Blaze, I'm more tend to go to Focus Sash and then swap like Flamethrower into Tech.
But I think we may
If I
want
do that,
the damage boost in this format because the
Yep.
average bulk of Pokemon is higher than in draft. I'm tempted to say we drop one of these moves for extra sensory for Rapid Shifu. Should that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, which move are we dropping? I'm going to say it's not our option. Probably
yeah,
not Shadow
but I
Ball
think
either,
it's
because
just
that hits Heatran.
dropping Flamethrower.
Yeah. And then, yeah, depending on how much speed control we have, so like if we have like a Prankster Tailwind or something on the team, then we probably don't need Scarf. If we don't tend to run something which is very reliably setting Tailwind turn 1, then we probably do want to run Scarf. So, what's the next mod on the team?
Well, if we want to go real basic, my first thought, we just run a Tornadus.
Yep, that's I assume you mean Torn Eye. I think I've run about as much of either Torn on this channel. Dante's fun. But yeah. Oh, I also just realized I'm in T already. I'm coming up on the Tauns. So my first thoughts would be Tailwind makes sense. And then Bleakwood Storm also makes sense.
Oh. Yeah. And then obviously Sunny.
Sunny Day? Okay.
Yep.
Sure, obviously. Definitely, that was like the first thing I thought of as well. Because I was thinking that this would be specs, and then we may not need Sunny.
Yep.
Does this mon get anything that hits Heatran?
If you want to go physical, you can get like Camera Arm. I do not like running the 70% accurate move, so I'm not gonna get close to suggesting Focus Blast.
I also don't think Focus Blast is necessarily a great option. So I think I'm tending towards like a bulkier version of Torn with Mental Herb on this version of the team. I think we're really weak to Rock, so we could, instead of Taunt, go with a different way to hit Heatran.
Back when Regulation D was first starting, and on my ladder team, I had Terra Ground Tornadus. Like, it was back when stuff like Regieleki was still... We're still playing that a bit.
Yeah, I totally haven't played Regieleki in a recent episode.
I know, but like indoor ladder and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean like someone else ran it against me.
You don't see too. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think in my past like 200 games ladder, I've probably faced like 5 Elekis.
Yeah, it's probably a similar rate to me.
Yeah, Terra Ground for stuff like that, or Iron Hands.
Iron Hands, and also it lets you hit Heatran offensively, but it also lets you take rock moves well, which is cool.
Rock Slide from any of the Landuruses, any of Arcanines.
Head Smash from Basque Legion. You know that move they always click into you.
Too much. I've not seen too much of that, but that is an option.
I saw a Terra Blast Rock Bramblegast, which was interesting.
I saw a Terra Electric Terra Blast Chen Pao earlier today.
Yeah, I mean that's just a good move, right?
I've never seen that before. It's something.
To contrast Terra Electric, Chen Pao, and Terra Rock Bramblegast, Ice Electric is traditionally like a very powerful dual stab, and Rock Grass is not.
That is true.
Yeah, so that is definitely a concern that I would have. So we've kind of got like positioning control, right? We're pretty confident that when we click moves, they will be doing, we'll be able to go first a reasonable amount of the time. So what do we want to do to take advantage of the fact that we'll be going first a reasonable amount of the time? Or is there something we want to do to try and ensure that after, like, Torn is up, say maybe we want, like, a fake out to secure Typhlosion getting an extra attack off, or Beartic getting a Swords Dance, or taking advantage of a Swords Dance? Or is there, like, some other support that I'm not thinking of which would make sense?
So, I have not thought that far. I thought Tornadus, and that's it.
Okay.
But
so
I like Vivian.
Vivian. Okay. I don't know what it does besides be another rock weakness.
It clicks Rage Powder. 97% accurate Sleep Powder.
My question is,
And
which of our Pokemon benefit from Rage Powder? Just Beartic?
Typhlosion benefits if you go against Urshifus.
Yeah.
The Raptor.
Conditionally it can. Is there maybe a different redirector who isn't weak to rock?
I know I can just click, or I can just say Moongus.
No, I wasn't thinking of Mungus either. Did you know there's another way you can protect our Pokemon from being Aqua-Jetted and Sucker Punched?
I do know that.
I think that I don't mind a DD on this team at all.
I'm okay with it.
Psychic Surge, have that follow me, but then just having that that damage from Psychic is pretty relevant, I think. I like when you have the ability in formats to shift up and use more offensive versions of Indeedee, because offensive versions of Indeedee are so hard to take, and then also this lets us deal with like opposing Tailwind options where they're like faster teams. Also, I'm kind of scared of D-Knight on this version of the team, but this allows us to really mitigate the pressure that those teams tend to put out against us. So probably my thoughts after this are maybe just kind of slap Trick Room and Dazzling Gleam in the last 2 slots and hope that that's fine.
I think I like Trick Room and Prison a little more.
Okay.
Just because we're running a hard kill. We want to make sure
Right.
other Indeedees, Cresselias, stuff
So-
like that can't just click Trick.
Do you feel that we're more scared of being hit by strong special attackers or strong physical attackers at this point? Are we running like a Rocky Helmet version or like a Psychic Seed version?
I
can see arguments in both. I kind of like Psychic Seed as a way to, stall out against Fluttermane.
It's up. I'm trying to think. We more so, if we run Rocky Helmet, we can do something like play a bit slower if we come up against an Urshifu. If we need Typhlosion and Tornadus, we can just swap the Typhlosion out. Rocky Helmet and DD.
Yeah, look, definitely Rocky Helmet and DD has a strong argument. There might be other Pokemon that could fill that a Shifu check as well. I guess a lot of them are kind of like rock weak. We could run a bulky Dozo.
I kind of like. I haven't done too much with Solo Dark.
Oh, Solo Dozo's a lot of fun. I think running like the Psychic Seed version on Indeedee, and then having this as kind of like an interim check to Fluttermane, like I was saying.
Fluttermane to Shenpao. Even if you can't.
We don't have Deep Gleam on this set, so
yeah,
it doesn't.
Even if you can't hit it, just making sure
It can't sucker is good.
You can't click Sucker Punch and you can still attack first.
For sure. It's pretty valuable to have that psychic terrain when we are currently planning on using priority outside of taunt.
Another idea for a Chin Pow counter. Why don't you go up and search Frostlass real quick?
Fudos. And you're of the view that Frostlass is a Chin Pow counter?
If you click, go search for Ice Spinner.
You want to end our own terrain?
And then Imprison. It might not be super.
Is it the only Ice Spinner Imprison Pokemon?
There's Bronzong.
Broken. FromSoft?
Frost.
FromSoft. I don't think either of these, any of these Pokemon make sense.
Maybe not, but I just...
How about instead, we take a physical attacker or special attacker, but generally it's physical with this description, that has a multi-hit stab move. So that we can break Sash.
Stab. How boring would it be to use Urshifu here?
Probably be correct, but we are Sunny Day, so maybe less correct as a result.
That is true.
So I do like the idea of picking John Jozo as a helmet guy. Obviously, this John Jozo is not bad into Urshifu either. Not Urshifu, well, not just Urshifu, but I meant Chen Pao.
Yep. Yep, it can break a Sash if it goes for like a crunch Typhlosion or something.
For sure. It can also just kind of like kill it with all the funny guys. You tend to Terra Steel, though maybe Terra Poison makes more sense on this comp. And just like slap Yawn, I think is the...
Yep, I like Yawn. Yeah, and then go Oblivious instead of Unaware.
Yeah, Oblivious is fine. Water Veil is also fine, but Oblivious is probably right. Now you want defense. I don't know if you need an attack investment specifically to get the KO into Flutter Mane. I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't. Well, this is like a no-bolt Flutter Mane.
Yeah, so like, go like just like 150, 150. Or 152. Yeah, you need some.
It seems like you need a pretty decent. So, are we ever feeling okay not getting the Oko and then just using this as a very consistent source of damage?
Well, if we have Tailwind up, then whoever our partner is should be able to outspeed, unless it's a super, let's like booster speed super fast.
That's kind of the other thing. Thinking of this Terragrass might make sense because we don't have any like Amoonguss counterplay on this team right now. But the last one could also be Amoonguss counterplay. Is there a decent safety goggles mon?
I mean, the classic Landorus T with safety goggles, it's not bad.
It's certainly not bad, it's not bad.
It's another... No, it's rock neutral.
It's rock neutral. It is kind of, this team's kind of water weak. It's really only in Dondozo that's taking water moves well.
Well, we're gonna... If we come across heavy water, then we have Sunny Day, we have Taunt to make sure the other Tornadoes can't set up their own. I don't think water is
relatively slow.
Super. If we're going heavy into
we do have
needing Tailwind, and then I think we do want some speed on Tornadus so we can stop opposing Tailwinds.
I don't, I hate trying to go for the speed tie on Taunt. So I like the idea of going for a bulky Taunt, because like, if you get... Oh, we don't have Taunt anymore as well. We have Terra Blast Ground.
Oh, yes, okay.
Which is probably still correct, because Heatran is still terrifying for this team.
Yeah, bulky Taunt, okay.
We could... no, doesn't necessarily make sense. I'm looking at a bunch of Pokemon, and they're all, like, fine. We could do Chi-Yu.
We could. What do we...
Oh, there's another Pokemon that runs
Mm-hmm.
safety goggles, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Apparently this Pokemon runs safety goggles.
I don't...
I don't
Another
know.
option. I don't hate running a Brambleghast. Don't need safety goggles if you're...
Bramblin, but at what cost? Yeah, I don't hate Bramblegast either. Now we have another Rocky Helmet Pokemon. So... Is this a Sash Bramblegast then? Or is it a loaded dice Bramblegast? Because we did want that multi-hit move.
Oh. That is true. I like the idea of loaded dice.
No, we want to do minus special attack, not minus defense. Thank you, game. I want to use this mon in draft. It seems like it'd be fun to slap a choice specs on it.
Yeah, I wanted Bramblegast in another league, and it was taken like a round before I
Heartbreaking.
took it because I was still like taking up I was still picking up before.
So I think we probably run Adamant, right?
Hold on. Let me think of something.
Okay, okay.
180. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I think that's fine. I was just thinking, can it under Tailwind? Can it outspeed some booster speed flutters? Because if we're Terra Ghost, as most Bramblegasts are, we're very weak to a flutter main.
50.
Yeah, so
Tailwind. Yes, with faster. With Adamant. Not with Adamant. Okay.
yeah, not with that. Which I'm fine going Jolly to make sure we're faster than every speed boost flutter, but not most speed boost flutters aren't speed. They're usually like 187, 190 about.
So let's just go with the 190 benchmark because it's the one that is less greedy.
So yeah, 190 will just barely outspeed us.
We pick up other flutters, other booster speed flutters, but they can't be a lot slower, otherwise they get attack booster.
Yeah, that's why like usually like 187 flutters is about where we get the like do that. Yeah, 187 is max.
It is
Yeah,
the least you can
187
be
is
and have max
252.
special attack.
Yep, it's 52 modest. Or not modest. Yeah, you can do 52 then like 36 modest, I think, and you can still get the speed.
So how much are we looking at in terms of Bramblegast speed?
I think 252 adamants.
252 Adamant's fine?
Yeah, 252 speed, then adamant. I think that's fine.
Cool.
There shouldn't be
Put
that
4 in
many
Fizz Def because
booster
we've got
speed flutters.
strength set.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's hit the ladder. With this truly not at all cursed team. Anyone who says that it is cursed, I will curse you. Well, we get to test the mirror matchup. Oh, we agreed to open team sheets? Okay.
Yes, I love open team sheets.
I don't tend to open team sheets against teams that are straightforward, and I can already guess what all their Pokemon are.
Yep. That's fair. I like to get as much of the experience without cheats as possible.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If you want to, I'm more than happy
I see
to.
someone click it.
Yeah, I tended to, but yeah, not as much when I'm running the standard dot. So, do we try and set up Trick Room here?
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, Beartic underspeeds this entire
How-
team under Trick Room.
Yep. How can we guarantee Trick?
I probably by putting it next to, Typhlosion.
We could do that.
So if we do Indeedee Typhlosion, either we get Trick Room or they take an Eruption, right?
Yeah.
And then
I
we
don't-
follow up with Beartic and Dondozo.
I don't hate having Tornadus in the back, just cause.
Okay, so Indeedee
we don't have
Typhlosion,
just-
and then but Beartic and Dondozo are our Trick Room abusers.
Okay, go for it. I'm just thinking having Tornadus in the back. If they do go for the Indeedee, we can have.
So my
like,
thoughts
a
here, I
pretty
want to
healthy-
extra sensory the Urshifu and click Trick Room. But I could
Okay,
Eruption.
Yep, they can't.
I think Eruption's probably better, right?
Yep. I think. Yep. I don't think that's terrible. What's the Terra on the Rillaboom? It is Fire Terra, so that is a bit scary.
Yeah. But it's probably just fine getting damage into it, right?
Yep.
The Rillaboom is left those.
Right,
That's
let's run it.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they just put damage into the Urshifu. No, they seem to be going for. We are immediately punished for the specially defensive, though we're pretty physically defensive at us. But...
Yep.
Okay,
So
not great.
yes.
I should have
So this
Terrified
is-
actually, because then it would 2-hit KO both of these. Actually, I think the Rillaboom's a roll. No, the Rillaboom's not a roll.
it still should. Yeah, this is a scenario where
We go
I was saying
Beartic.
about bringing a Tornado back.
Yeah,
It can still be good because you can turn it into they went for your Trick Room.
yeah.
So that's fine. So you can just have a Tailwind up.
So, yeah, I think I definitely should have Terrified the Typhlosion, though. Do you want to Liquidation the Rillaboom and then Terrifier Eruption?
I am. Yeah, because
Because it picks up Urshifu.
you're gonna take damage from Typhlosion. Yep, you're gonna take damage on Typhlosion anyways. You want it on. You should be able to kill the Urshifu. Either that or it protects.
Oh my god, we didn't get the roll.
Oh.
We definitely should have Terra
Three.
last turn. It was just not something that would, like, it wasn't, like, it's a consideration we should have taken more. Well, on the plus side, it's dead. On the downside,
Yeah,
it's
so-
John Jozo
okay.
against the world.
Yeah.
On the plus side, this is
Yeah,
probably
so
one of the
it-
better teams for John Jozo to against the world against.
Yep. So it did kill itself. Got KO on the Urshifu.
Do we just
pretty
double
good.
the Taunt?
I like.
Liquidation should 2-hit KO this Taunt.
Yep.
So we go for the Icicle Crash and we go for
Okay.
Liquidation.
And Shin out. Yes.
Okay, dodge.
Yeah. Shin
Oh, it's
out
air slash.
there for sure.
Okay, it is very bulky Taunt. Dodge. Oh, it thinks that it's trying to calc around 0 bulk. Yeah, that's insane. Dodge. To be honest, I don't
So-
think that Protect was a
Maybe
good
if
play. For me.
no, it wasn't a good tag. Because if we were able to kill the if we were able to kill the Tornadus in 2 hits,
Yeah,
we could have just body pressed and probably killed the Chen Pao there. Because
yeah, because its sash is going to be broken by helmet. Yeah, so bringing Taunt obviously would have worked out. Definitely the Terrifier Eruption was a play that I underthought. But you know, standard dot team, and they knew exactly what prep we had because of the open team sheets as well. So they were able to play around it.
Okay, no open team sheets next time.
I like, again, I'm more than happy. Like, I have no problem doing open team sheets against interesting teams, but if I feel like I already know all of their sets at team preview, then I'm not tempted to. Mostly because then we are just losing the advantage we have of using a weird team.
Yep.
Well, this one definitely seems like a Torn game, right?
I like Torn. Torn Typhlosion, because if they go Tornadus, like Tornadus Urshifu or Gen Power Shifu, we can Sunny Day, we can Eruption.
Yeah.
If they go Indeedee Armor Rouge, there's a chance it's weak armor, not Flash Fire Rouge.
So Beartic, Brambleghast, last two?
I'm good with that.
Like our opponent,
Okay,
they're
yeah, because we
respectful.
don't really need an Indeedee because they have their own.
Yeah, for sure.
So, they led Indeedee Armor, so it's probably Flash Fire.
Yeah, but I feel like we can just Bleakwind, Storm, and Eruption anyways.
The only problem is if Armor Rouge is the one clicking Trick Room, that's a problem. Or if
Well, we
Armor
expect
Rouge
Indeedee to follow
has
me
White,
and Armor
that's a
Rouge to
problem.
Trick Room 100% of the time here, right?
Well, not 100% because it can be Armor Rouge, Wide Guard, Indeedee, Trick
We could
Room.
Shadow Ball the Armor Rouge.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because
Okay. Yeah, if they go for Wide Guard, okay. For a second I thought that missed.
So, yeah.
The animation on Bleakwind Storm only hitting against one of them. Okay, so it was the Indeedee that went for Trick Room, so Eruption would have been a reasonable play. I don't think we live Headlong Rush.
I don't. Yeah, probably not. So I'm okay swapping Typhlosion and Brambleghast here. Go in.
Okay, I kind of want to go Beartic first and then bring Brambleghast in on a turn where I'm not as worried about it dying.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they still have to respect Beartic.
Ooh, big crit. Huge crit.
Yep. I totally knew which one of those moves crit without double checking. So, obviously Bleakwind is like a crap move in this position. If we had Protect on Beartic, it would be helpful, but yeah. We don't.
The good news about having Torn out is we know their Dazzling Gleam does nothing, so they either have to commit to Facade on Tornadus, or clicking like Headlong or Earthquake on Beartic. They can't kill us both with Earthquake.
Yeah.
So we can get something in.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, please hit this crash. They forfeited.
Oh, they FF'd.
Oh my gosh, they forfeited that game.
So having a Tornadus out against Ursaluna is really nice.
This is why we run
You
Psychic.
can't just go for their sprint.
It only loses into Qianpao.
Yep.
Yes. No, Psychic
That or
is...
you have to commit your Terra if you don't want Psychic.
It's true. They definitely could have considered committing that Terror as well. And not like protecting the Armor Rouge turn 1 was a big risk on their end. I feel like I always play very conservatively with trying to position Armor Rouge. So this feels like a torn Typhlosion lead, right?
Yep. Yes, because you want as much damage as you can against if they run Ursaluna, Celia.
Yeah.
If they run Urshifu or Flutter, you can just Tailwind Eruption.
Yeah. So what are we following up with?
I like Brambleghast here because I think on this team this should be a Water Urshifu, but actually
It could be Dark, though I would lean Water.
Yeah.
The question is, what of our last three Pokemon? Is it Jozo just to hedge around Trick Room, or are we committing like an Indeedee or a Beartic? Beartic is really good here. They don't have an Ice Resist. Outside of Urshifu. And we have play rough for it.
That's true. Okay, I'm with that.
Oh, they left. That's interesting. Sunny Day Eruption?
Yeah, I think Sunny Day Terra Eruption.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Just
don't lose the speed tie. Oh.
Holy.
Is that an Assaultfest version of Zapdos, or does it just live? That is an Assaultfest Zapdos. Okay, so that's not amazing. I think we have to Bleak Wind and switch into Bramblegast.
Yeah, because they could click Facade on.
Surely they have to hit Typhlosion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I could Eruption, but I think it's switching to Bramblegast.
Again, the same thing. They can't Earthquake both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't think Cresselia can kill us unless it has Ice Beam.
Yeah, so I think I go Bramble.
Okay.
Because I fully expect them to attack.
Yeah, I think they go Headlock.
Yeah, that's basically I think what we... Oh my gosh! Sorry, I didn't expect that to do so much to Bramblegast.
Yeah, that's... Wow, that is a lot.
It's a good thing we didn't bring Dondozo in the back, because we just made it so that it isn't slower than Ursaluna. Oh my god, why does Earthquake care? So I think we just Bleak Wind and Bullet Seed, right?
I think...
We could Protect. No, we can't. We don't Protect.
No. I think we can swap Beartic in for Tornadus, because I think it goes for Aqua Jet onto the Tornado spot.
Okay.
And just clicks
and then
Earthquake.
Bullet Seed.
So do we...
The Ursaluna?
Yeah. I'm just thinking. I don't know if there's a way we live in Earthquake.
No.
It's hard, but we don't live in Aqua Jet from Urshifu.
Yeah. In Sun? Probably not.
No, it's... Yeah, no, it has 6 health, man. We don't live it in Sun.
Probably not. So we bring out Torn.
Yep.
We just like cry?
It's a little hard with no Protects, and even if we had Protects, Urshifu.
Yeah.
I think... Yeah,
well, we just hope that they, for some reason, either we live or that they attack into Torn.
I think we have to just go Liquidation into Ursaluna.
Definitely Icicle Crash. We are not clicking Liquidation in Sun.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I was thinking more so just if we get the unfortunate 50% miss. Or...
Yes, however, we needed an out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Ursaluna is kind of strong. I think we probably should have brought Dondozo in the back.
I wanna go to the Kelka and see that first turn, if we actually could have killed not the Zapdos, but Cresselia.
If we were modest. So we were Terrified. It says 81-96 against Spadef. We did 94. So it seems like we may have gotten like a higher roll, depending on their conditions.
Yep. So yeah, if this was an actual team, I'd look into going modest, just because having a guaranteed way to stop Cresselia trigger is very big.
But then we just lose to Urshifu's.
Yep, that is true. Well, do we lose to Urshifu and Sun? Probably, but...
Yes, because we're slower. And then we don't get our options. Or the extrasensory threat. The speed tier is like the appealing part of running this version of Typhlosion. Obviously you've been using this Typhlosion in draft. What have you thought of it?
I've played like 2 games with it in that league.
Beartic's at 9. That is insane.
It's not
Bramblecast is like a top tier Pokemon in the current form. I probably okay like a reasonably good Pokemon in Regulation D. Beartic is I don't understand why Beartic is at 9 points. Typhlosion's quite good.
I think.
Like Beartic in Snow is not that good, and then you're drafting like a million Ice types. Articuno is definitely better.
I think
in 7.
Beartic and like for a draft, I think it's pretty good.
At 9?
You want to run a rain team? I think I could put in work for 9. Probably a bit lower, but
yeah, I think 7 has a lot of very strong Pokemon that I would basically always consider taking over Beartic. Like Frostmoth has Hurricane, therefore it's just better on a rain team. You live fire moves very easily because you have rain, and also Snowcloak, easy. Yeah, it's fine. Copium. Yeah, I mean Beartic's not a bad Pokemon, but I think I would not be able to, like, I wouldn't even consider it over any of the other Pokemon in this tier.
Yep.
And I don't think I'd consider over the most of the Pokemon in the next tier. Like Slaking is in the next tier. And it has a lot of downsides in the same way that Beartic does, but its upsides are much higher.
Yep. You know, if you remember from the last time, you know my opinion. It's lucky.
Clearly you think it is the greatest Pokemon of all time and that every team should be running it.
Something like that.
I don't actually remember what your opinion on Slaking is. I do remember we discussed it. I don't remember what the outcome was.
Not a huge fan of it.
Yes.
I think, yeah, my thing was either like you're missing out on stab or you're missing out on super effective Parrot.
You just dislike normal Pokemon, normal types.
I think it's not the best.
Okay. Well, look, I think that's a discussion for another time, because this is the Beartic episode. But, you know, I'll consider having you on for the Slaking episode. It's only like 30 episodes away.
I'll be there, episode 55, or around there.
It's episode 60.
Close enough.
161. Yep, I can count, I swear. But yeah, look, thanks for hopping on. It's been great fun having you. Beartic was okay.
Yeah, I think Typhlosion was better.
I think Typhlosion was significantly better. It's funny that they have similar usage on ladder.
Yeah. It sucks that Chi-Yu is a thing because Typhlosion doesn't get any love.
I believe the exact words of Jamie Boyd was just use Chi-Yu.
Yep.
But Chi-Yu is boring, so we decided not to. Look, just because a Pokemon is straight up just better at doing the exact thing that you want to, doesn't mean that you should do it. You don't have to give in to peer pressure. You can use Typhlosion.
I think we win that last game if we ran Chi-Yu Typhlosion.
Chi-Yu and Typhlosion.
Yeah, both.
I mean, I think I did mention it briefly as an option.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously oh yeah, because they both would have attacked. I guess the problem with Sunny Day is that it's not an attacking move.
I wonder if Weak Wind could have actually gotten the kill on the Cresselia there.
We would have done.
If we used Weak Wind.
We would have done 30% less with Typhlosion.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
I don't think this does 40%.
Would make something enough. Probably not with Mental. With Skyplate, I think.
You think it does 40% to especially defensive? I mean, I think that's a bit far. Okay, let's look at Typhlosion damage into Cresselia. Sorry, so 16%. Okay, now let's show. We'll we'll run the Skyplate version, right? It turns out a 1.2x modifier did not triple the damage.
It was close.
40%. Bleakwind doesn't only do 40% on to very specially defensive Pokemon.
It was close.
So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been a good episode. Goodbye.